The Ministry of Lands, led by Cabinet Secretary Charity Ngilu and the National Land Commission, last evening held talks with leaders from Makueni County over the standard gauge railway. The matter of land compensation took center stage in the 3-hour closed-door meeting.
The construction of the standard gauge railway, which commenced last year, has not gone without challenges. Key among them is the compensation of landowners whose land was obtained by the government through compulsory acquisition. It is an issue that has drawn the attention of the head of state.
Aswa kama kiongozi wa nchi hii, nitaendelea kuomba viongozi wote wawe watu ambao watakuwa na huruma ya watu wale ambao wanaongoza, wawe watu ambao watakuwa wanajua shida ya wale ambao wanaongoza, na tuweze kuweka siasa zetu kando na tuweze kufanyia wananchi wetu kazi.
When President Kenyatta visited Mtitwandei in Makueni County last week to supervise progress on the construction, he spoke about the job opportunities the gauge constructions would bring to the area residents.
Mradi utatuwezesha kama nchi kuweza kuinua uchumi wetu kwa zaidi ya 1.5% minimum.
But it is a directive he gave during that event that has brought a convergence of leaders from Makueni, the National Lands Commission and the Ministry of Lands together to discuss on the compensation method used.
To make them understand how the compensation program was put in place, how people were identified, whether we followed the right procedures to identify and to compensate them.
The leaders also needed to know the entire project which we have done. There were issues about compensation which we have addressed. There were issues about sand harvesting which we have addressed. There are issues of damaged roads which we have addressed.
The local leaders, however, insist that the talks were only a reactive approach to a contentious issue.
You cannot give somebody a block figure and say, I've given you 2 million shillings. And yet that person is saying, my land has got trees, my land has got a house. We have insisted that you give them the detail. Information is power. The people of Makueni are entitled to all the information. Every detail. Let them absorb and let them complain, but give it to them.
The government must really not take advantage of the people of Makueni.
But the Lands Commission insists that the talks went well.
We have agreed on the way forward that next week we shall go to the ground with the leaders and the affected persons.
It remains unclear the terms of the compensation settlement as the matter is still in court, but the ministry says this issue will not affect the construction. The first phase of the construction began in earnest last year, while the second phase, which kicks off this year, will see the rail pass through Kajiado, Makueni and Machakos counties. Timothy Otieno, KTN.